Welcome to BUNIYAAD podcast by Dr Monica Nagpal. We did not inherit this world like this. Then how can we give this to our next generation in this form? We need to reflect mindfully on our core values and make conscious efforts towards protecting the planet and also achieve all sustainable development goals. With BUNIYAAD, I, Monica Nagpal, will bring to fore sustainability champions who are striving to bring back harmony with the nature and also dignity of each life. So, आज फिर हम यहाँ हैं another episode of BUNIYAAD, laying the foundation for sustainable living. And today we have our young dynamic Aanchal Bansal with us. She is working for sustainable development goals. She is working for waste management and she is doing lots. I will now welcome Aanchal and I'll ask her to introduce herself.
Namaste everyone. Thank you so much ma'am for having me over. Really, when you reached out to us, when I met you, it felt so good. At this age, you know, you're able to do so much. It's really an inspiration to all women outside. And by having such platforms where we can exchange our views and ideas and reach out to more and more people and add more value to everyone's life, I think this gives us more pleasure, more satisfaction.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So tell us about yourself now.
Ma'am, I am based out of Hyderabad only. I am a Punjabi but a true Hyderabadi. I have done my schooling and college, my studies from Hyderabad. And I am a content creator and an environmentalist. And I am an educator too. I educate young students on environment sustainability and waste management. So our vision is environment sustainability and social good, and we are inspiring higher education to lead sustainability transformation. So we are doing workshops about waste segregation and how we can manage waste to save our planet, because our planet is going through drastic change and it's up to us we have to mend our planet. So but just by small practices, by greener choices, we are making this place a better planet for us, a better planet for the future generations. So this is about me, ma'am.
Wonderful. So you see, she is not into one thing, she is doing multitasking. I hope she is mindful of multitasking also. But I would just like to share here that how can waste management impact the sustainable development goals, because we may think that because as such waste management is not part of the sustainable development goals, but we all know how much of waste we are contributing in there, in a wrong way. We are not contributing in a right way. Yes. So especially if you are talking about sustainable development goals and we talk about gender equality, we see that lot of rag pickers and all, they are women, and they are getting those kind of diseases because of the way they are picking up the rags and doing waste segregation also. That is also a great thing which is. So that is not a gender equality we are doing there actually. Another SDG which is impacting here is the sustainable cities and communities. So how we can actually bring about that change in the city itself? How can we make the city green so that we can have a beautiful place to live in? Another responsible SDG is responsible consumption and production. So if we are able to consume properly and produce sustainably, we are able to again contribute. So here again solid waste management actually helps us here.
Yes.
Another one which we talk about is you can say climate change. Of course,
yes, climate change
is happening because of the greenhouse effect which is happening, carbon emissions which is happening. So because all of this is happening, so this is where she will come in as a person who is doing waste segregation and educating especially the children regarding this. Yes. And she will share very, very unique ideas regarding that. We are also building on another SDG which is life below water, because all the waste is going to the water.
Yes.
So how the animals and the flora and the
animal
is
kingdom,
expected there, which is important. And as it is on the water, in the water it is also on the land.
Correct.
Life on land is also impacted because of the waste. So that is how we can share that solid waste management is really, really integral part of sustainable development.
Absolutely, absolutely,
I
ma'am.
just wanted to share the context here.
Yes.
With how we are bringing Aanchal here for such a wonderful.
Yeah, thank you for briefing about the SDGs, like how we can, contribute to the society. So as a sustainability advocate, we call ourselves as we are a voice for the voiceless, because you understand, right? Animal kingdom or plants, we are speaking on their behalf.
Right.
So it is our duty, ma'am, as parents also, because we work as a team to create synergy and make our future generations, aware of what sustainability is. But I feel generations, wherever we've been conducting workshops and having heart-to-heart conversations with them, it was very surprising that students are getting aware and they are giving the inputs. And in fact, I don't want to name a school where we went. The students, I was awestruck with the ideas. They want to take sustainability to a next level.
Right.
And they are very responsible these days. And yes, as parents, it's our key role to instill this commitment, the sense of commitment, responsibility for our future generations.
Right.
So definitely we should take a pledge towards that we should take a pledge that we will instill this in our children. So it's not only about from teaching them alphabets to telling them what good manners are. It all begins from home.
Right.
So we as parents, we should be definitely be aware. We have to make our children environmentally aware, responsible citizens,
also, right.
to make our planet green and clean. So I'm a part of this initiative Goodie Bag.
But first I would like
Yeah.
you to
Yes.
tell us that how this sustainability all came about.
Okay, so I think during COVID and all, ma'am, I feel like firstly a few friends of mine, like we were reading a lot about sustainability, and it just took we wanted to take it and contribute to the society and make other people also aware about this. So we reached out to schools and colleges. We started conducting workshops with parents, with students, and we are getting phenomenal response. And we were so happy that how we're able to the impact we could see. Any kind of awareness, ma'am, whatever, any kind of awareness
I will
which
again
yes,
the break
yes,
there.
yeah.
How did sustainability come to you?
Okay.
You were talking about your daughter.
Yes, so yes, me and my daughter were sitting during COVID times when all of us, ma'am, all of us got into a healthy lifestyle, like clean, washing our hands, having clean food, and having herbal teas, coming back from office early, sleeping well on time. So I feel when me and my daughter were having a discussion about sustainability, mama, where does this waste go? We were having a conversation, she was just reading about waste management. So she started asking questions about, mama, where does this waste go to landfills? What we can do to save our environment? Now COVID, there's a pandemic. We are taking care of all the precautions, because we started this in 2000 post-COVID. Just post-COVID, this initiative was started by our organization. So we started getting more into the subject. I told her, beta, see now how we are following a healthy lifestyle. जैसे पुराने ज़माने में कहते थे कि healthy lifestyle is a key.
Absolutely.
It's a key for how we can save our planet. So that way I think it's all about the mindset. So we are the caretakers of the planet.
Right.
We are the only species who are creating the waste. We are creating the nuisance. So it is your responsibility. It's your job to take care, like these small practices, because everything we do impacts the environment.
Absolutely.
So I told her, let's start small, start simple. Every step counts in the journey towards a sustainable future, right? So that's how we started doing the small practices. Like I have a son also who's very young, so I want to give these few tips to the parents also, like when
We'll come to the tips in the
yeah
end also,
yeah
Aanchal.
yeah
So what I wanted to bring about here, audience, you will be thinking that how I am cutting her show, but why? Because she has so much to say.
Yes, I have so much to say.
But what I wanted to bring out the essence is that yes, it all started when you are curious.
Yes.
Because the child was so curious about
Yes.
the waste management. That is
Yeah.
how she was able to ask the mother, and mother, because she herself was so aware, she was able to give the right answers. Otherwise, any other mother who is not even bothered about will say, "Chodo, why are we bothered?
Yes.
Jaane do." No, so that is how a aware parent can bring an aware child and a curious child can provoke that kind of a mother to really learn, go back, study, and come back with the right answer. So that is what I wanted to bring about.
Yes, ma'am. I preach this also, ma'am. If a child is curious, we shouldn't stop them from asking questions. We get irritated or frustrated, but we should not shun them. We should definitely, we should not kill the curiosity in them, because they that way they will help and understand, and we should make them aware that how we should be our responsibility towards the upliftment of the society, towards the contribution of the society. So if we as parents, I think that's the least, I think the smallest things we should just make us children aware of our responsibilities.
So now I would like to ask you regarding your organization. So how is your organization, the goodie bags which you were telling about, how it is creating an impact in the society?
Yes. So ma'am, this was started in 2022, and I'm the Chief Education Officer at Goodie Bag. We are able to conduct in a lot of in corporates, institutions, people are reaching out to spread more and more awareness. So it's a basic simple, we want to transform waste into goodness. Your waste is not getting wasted. So it's a digital platform which we we download the app, the users download the app, and you can just book the pickup. They deal in dry waste, so the waste is picked up from your place and with no charges. It's like free of cost, and you're rewarded. You get some reward points which you can buy products from the goodie bag store. There's a goodie bag store where you get the kitchen products and the stationery products, lot of things, so which will be delivered once you book the products, order the products, will be delivered at your place. And I think we are able, at present we have a community of 4,000 families which we have impacted. Wonderful. And yes, and we have like reduced 7 lakh kgs of carbon footprints, emissions, and we have 400 tons of plastic. We have stopped we've stopped plastic going to the landfills.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's really
So yes, so ma'am, it's been, and we are expanding very soon in other cities and also in Malaysia and Chandigarh. So, and this is fully operational in Hyderabad and Secunderabad, everywhere. So people just can book their pickup, and the team comes in the pickup and you're rewarded. So this is
so amazing.
Yeah.
This is how that one beautiful line which she said, I don't know, she's aware of what she's saying is not.
Yeah.
She said your waste is not wasted.
Yes,
That is the most important thing.
Yes.
You are even...
Ma'am, waste was perceived as waste, but these days, nowadays, waste is not perceived, because that's what sustainability is there. 70% of the waste can be recycled, ma'am, which is, that's how we are, making recycled products and all these things. So, I was just going to tell you like how we can shift these changes in our daily lifestyle, like changing into sustainability product, like a small practice like changing a plastic toothbrush to an eco-friendly one. So they are sustainable alternatives for everything, green products, everything. There's a huge market which is emerging, and I feel like we should switch to sustainable products and understand the importance. That's why we are here to spread awareness that by these little practices.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what she is saying is that your waste is not wasted.
Yes.
You can utilize your waste to buy some goodness.
Yes.
And the goodness itself. So here I would like to mention also about the sustainable behavior, because if we are not sustainable in our behavior, we are not able to continue to do these practices, because we may get very energized and enthusiastic about something and we do it for a week or a month or 2 months, but then after that it just goes out, the fizz just goes out. But the important thing is to have that sustainable behavior.
Yes.
If my behavior is sustainable, I continue to be kind, I continue to be aware, I continue to be mindful of what I'm using, how much I'm using, and how I am discarding the waste. And we can just get the app. I will be putting down in the whatever bio she will be giving, I'll be putting it down there, and you can all start to use this app, which is a wonderful initiative by Aanchal and her own company. We are coming to the tips which she is very eager to share. What are the practical tips? Because actually this happens, because why this podcast I'm bringing out this is, it's important that we share some practical tips. Otherwise everything is just theory.
Yes.
Whatever we're saying is just theory. Unless
Correct.
we are giving
Absolutely.
something practical, which
Yeah.
anybody who hears this podcast can use right away.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
So please share some
Yes.
practical tips on waste management.
So I will tell you just a few tips which I am doing with my kids, with my younger one, because he is just 3.5. So one thing is that I go for walks with him. So I tell him, show him nature around. So I tell him to see what things are made up of plants or animals around. I show him different kind of flowers, plants. So I think that connect with the nature is important. And secondly, if you're going to a grocery stores and also I ask him to pick things which are made up of plants, and or that people, basic thing, they should be aware of what plants and the animal kingdom around. And if there's some trash and if he sees there's some trash on the road, so these little tips, I think we need, as parents, need such reminders. Sometimes we throw it.
Yeah.
So if we want something in our students, we should first adopt that. If we adopt, then kids will emulate our behavior. So whether if there's some trash, so they have to pick it and put it up in the dustbin. Watering the plants, feeding the animals, and conservation of water, like how, yeah. So these green practices, like tell them the awareness of water conservation and recycling water, like the water which we use to mop the floor can be used to water the plants. So that is how we're going to recycle the water.
Absolutely.
And greener choices, like when if you have some birthday party, or we are going to a birthday party, so I think the presents which we can buy, go for sustainable products, or the decoration, these banners and all, they are sustainable products also. So we should use materials which are made out of recycled products.
Yes.
So everything, I think these small steps, whether I said with the connect with the nature, and tell them the importance of rainwater harvesting, even vegetable, these days a lot of parents I've spoken to have workshops, they are making the compost out of the vegetable peels and all the so that acts like a fertilizer. So making them understand the vegetable peels also can be act as a composite, can be act as fertilizer. So these little steps, I think these green practices will definitely make the students aware and understand about what our responsibility towards our environment is.
Absolutely.
And like even the recycling of the cups, if a father is using the cups and we recycle their cups or bottles, so they understand, they will get inspired and they will also do it. The tiffin boxes or the pencil boxes, everything, I think we should switch to the products which is made up environmentally eco-friendly products. So parents, I would really request you to start these small practices which will really go go on a long way, and there's still time where we can save our planet. So I think we guys should definitely switch our lifestyle, and in fact motivate our children also to follow the same.
Absolutely, especially for the young mothers and who are having a lot of birthday parties.
Yes.
So decorating things with balloon is
Yes.
plastic.
Yes,
So
plastic.
It is a plastic. So
Yes.
avoid using
We
that.
should, yeah.
We should avoid using that.
During my session with students, I tell them the 3 R's.
Yeah.
So that is a reduce, reuse and recycle.
Right.
So reduce the consumption, buy only what is required.
Absolutely.
Otherwise there will be so much of pollution, right? All the things, and when you reduce your purchases, overconsumption. And reuse is as we said, to reuse, minimalize the there's so many options we can reuse. And recycle, of course, all kind of waste can be recycled, and especially our company, we are helping you guys to recycle your waste. Because it's difficult, right? And this is just at your doorstep with no extra cost involved.
Less effort
Yes.
from your side,
Yes.
more effort from their side.
Yes.
Our effort is only to just use that app, and they can be just at your doorstep for taking your waste to becoming a goodness. That is the tagline.
Yes.
So wonderful tips actually from Aanchal. I would like to really add for all especially the young mothers, that have less consumption.
Yes.
So buying lot of products, especially the plastic toys that we
Yes.
keep on buying for our children, giving those as presents, probably also giving the presents which your child is not using, so you give it off to other, but it is not right. We really have to see where is it all going. It is going into those landfills.
Yes.
Sometimes it is getting burned, and carbon emissions are huge. So if you really want to understand that how you can actually contribute towards the sustainable development goals, I'm sure you will find ways. So important is that you understand your own responsibility. It was really wonderful, and I would now ask Aanchal to give a small message to our viewers.
Yes. The biggest challenge we have these days is that all of us are driven by any, I would say, motive or passion or some kind of a purpose in life, right? So we alone can do a lot for ourselves, our family, our health, but as a team, I would say if we are contributing or adding value in everyone's life or contributing to the society, so as a team we can do wonders.
Absolutely.
Right? So my message is that we should work as a team, create more job opportunities and work in partnership, in collaboration, so that we can impact the society, we can impact our future generation, create a sustainable future for our for the younger generations. And this is the message I would like to give to our viewers.
Thank you so much, Aanchal. It was really wonderful. What I can give a big takeaway here is there is no competition. No, it is our planet together. Yes. So we need to collaborate and be working in a team. Yes. To really bring about that change which we all want.
Even if the small, I think these 2-3 SDGs, if we follow, we adopt these in our life, so we will be very content, we'll be satisfied from within, because we are designed. Like I gave an example to you, right? People are sad even if they are accomplished, even if they have money, but there's some sadness at times within. Yes. Because we are designed to help others. We are designed. We get satisfaction, happiness only if we, see others happy, help others.
Absolutely.
So I would, want everyone to, work towards this goal. Yes. And do wonders for our future generations.
Absolutely. Yes. So you have all heard that waste management, solid waste management is not something which is separate from SDGs. It is a very integral part of the SDGs towards 2030. Time is running out. Please start to consume less, be in collaboration, and let's make our planet a beautiful place and leave this a wonderful place for our future generation. Thank you so much, Aanchal. It was really a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, viewers, to having me over.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And stay tuned for our next episode, guys.
Absolutely. And if you are somebody who is also in the same field and want to share your own story, your own adventures or endeavors here, please ping me and I will reach out to you and you be on my next guest here. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.